want to show you how to create TTP traffic signals in Roblox Studio. So the first thing is just to grab out the traffic light plugin. For ease, we're just going to do 2 directions. So we just did those 2 directions, so that means we're going to have to add oops. It's acting weird today. But anyways, let's just place 2 poles here. Now it's direction 1 and direction 2. So I just want to show you how to make it. What you can do here is, so this is 2 one-way streets, right? So we have this way and then this way. So we want to create the best way to get them around. And Reggie, hold on. Pull. Also, let me just. Sorry about this. We just have to. There we go. So now we have this. And let me just go through the basic process here. So all these, we're just going to do this. We're going to do tunnel visors. Now, the way we're going to do this is this way, and then this way. So this will just be placed right here. I'll be placed somewhere on this pole. Remember, it's also going this way. So usually all on the left hand right here. And then what we can actually do right here, pretend this isn't the 2 one-way streets, just place a little signal here. Turn. Yeah, it may have not worked. That's because this is always fuzzy. In that case, this signal works exactly the same. We got the first 2 signals that go left, and then the other one can go left for the other side. But we're also just going to use and then add like this. So now we've got something, maybe, hold on, sorry. Now we've got something like this. So we're going to create our traffic lights on here. Now here we have LED traffic lights. It works normally, right? So let's see if it works. Let's run it. And what is going to display? It actually works. Now it looks like this. It's a bit annoying, but you can like create your own traffic lights if you want, like different types, and you can do whatever you want with this. So you don't have to create these LED type style bulbs, but they're really good for like tunnel situations. I usually use smooth LED, but it's your choice. Now let's set it up to have auto cycle to make sure this actually works. And now should be let's see if it works. So yeah, it does work. It changes to yellow and then red right away. And then this straight turns this back to green. This can be really useful for diverging diamond interchanges and whatnot. But we're not here to talk about that. we're here to talk about like how we can set up these traffic lights. The first part is actually getting them set up. So this is the first part. Getting them set up. Now, just for a little bonus, we can make something not that complicated. There are lights or intersections that just need a bit more. Now, that's not necessarily needed for everything, but yeah. We can use this as a little setup point. Now, hold on, let me just see if I can. Now, there is something. There is something also called an emergency traffic signal. You might get this along with it. Let me just show you what that is. Also, the lane control signals. And the little bonus tip are going to be lane control signals. So, like road accessory stuff. And then new, create new, and then right here, and then enter number. Let's just do one. What we can do around 3 lanes. Continue. Select a gantry to edit. Add another gantry. Add. And then add this type of pole. It's fine. Okay. Now we can oops, it kind of is a bit weird with stuff. Also this is, we can delete that. It's annoying. And then, if you can't edit it, I'll show you how to fix that. Yeah. Now the main way to do this is just to create a new signal, as you can see with the control. The master script is still there. So why can't I edit it? Okay, there we go. Lane direction. As you can see, these are a bit odd. Now they're called ram visors. I don't know what they're necessarily called at all, but they are called that way. And these aren't necessarily it. I'm gonna rotate it a bit. And this is how you would set it up, right? Now, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about these traffic lights. Also, these power lines, I don't really use them, but they are very good. Create high tension pole, create wooden pole. And then you can just wire them up like this. Like this. And the high tension pole. This is the best thing I've ever seen. So now, another wires between these two. Also, what if we try adding wires all the way down here? Oops. Yeah, it's not really gonna work. But anyways, yeah. Because this is how you would create power lines. But anyways, let's get back to the traffic lights. So there's nothing really odd about this, but this is just going to be like a series about traffic lights now. We've done part 1. Let's do part 2, which is vertical to horizontal signals. Now, to do this, we're going to have to create a new signal for this. And that's fine. What we can just do is make a free section protected left, or technically that would be the best thing. And we're just going to do that. Let's say we add a new protected left right here. And we can just move this over to here. So now we have a new protected left. But let's say we want to switch it from vertical to horizontal. Now let's go to the signal, and you should find direction 1. And then the RYG, find the drain light, and then just turn it over to this. Now if you can already see, problem is that the tunnel may not necessarily fit. I'll show you how to fix that. So this is what I'm talking about. So this is 0.1 stencil right now. Set it to 0.025. And then move it like this, and then up. Maybe a bit tedious, but it should not be that difficult once you get the increments right. So if it's the red signal, now it's time for the yellow signal. Now we've done green and red, let's do yellow. Look for the other parts. Like that. So now we have a horizontal signal. Let me show you that it works. It works. It actually works. I will definitely show you how to make light. Double red arrow, other stuff like that. So we just added a left-hand signal. Now, what we can do with this RYGL is to move it to the straight position, not the free arrow position. And then what we can decide to do is what you can just do, I just realized we're here, is move the entire signal. It's not really the weirdest thing ever, but you can just do this. It'll work. At least it should. Okay, there we go. That's kind of a mistake. I never mentioned to point out. You can just like turn it, and then there we go. I'll actually show you how to do that with this one, but it's pretty straightforward. Let's say we add a new red yellow green to the existing red yellow green. At placement, we could just, and let's say we delete the old one, right? And we want to make it horizontal. What we could just do is take the existing RYG and move it like right here. So the new one, we can right here. It may, okay, there we go. So it may do weird things, but anyways. Green, red, and yellow. It's very straightforward, and it doesn't take much to do. Okay, so that was vertical horizontal. Now the part 3 will be on different signals, like 8-inch signals, 12 8-inch signals, like 12-inch signal and an 8-inch signal. Not like right next to it, but like right under as a like a bulb. So let's do it. And now I think the best signal to do it on is a non-backplate signal. I think that's the best one to do it on, but I'll show you with a backplate as well. So here, if you're going to turn the whole signal into an 8-inch signal, you need 1.5 studs to do so, because there's 3 bulbs. 3 times 5 is 15, because every single bulb you need 5 studs. I'll actually show you that in a second. And we're going to add multiple to represent that. Let's just add multiple. Okay, so we're going to do one at the top, one at the bottom, and one on both sides. Now I will actually get rid of the other one to help with it. So we added 3 traffic signals. And now we're going to take the existing tools we have to turn this into essentially what is a the 8-inch signal. So there's 3 RYGs. This is the first one, and it is a 12-inch bulb at the top, 2 8-inch bulbs at the bottom. So what you need to do is make it 1 stud, and boom, there we go. So that is how you make an 8-inch traffic signal. And now what we get to do is move it like that. So now we're going to do it on the bottom. So this one, which is actually right here, the red and yellow bulbs are going to be affected this time. Same thing. That's how you do it. There we go. And now we got this, and now what we're going to do is do 1 bulb in the middle, and to do that we're just going to use 0.5 studs. And then, boom. There we go. So now, what we're going to do is one that's just completely 8-inch bulbs. And the way I'm going to do that is through version 2. So another RYG signal. And then add the same thing. So we have a new RYG signal. And then we're going to use 1.5 studs. And then what we're going to do is use the RYG. And we're going to move it over here. So now it is a complete 8-inch signal. These are what's usually used on like span wire, traffic lights, and all of that stuff. That could definitely help you. But the 12-inch signals are still a lot. They're still cool though. these 8-inch signals, right, you can like find them in like places like New York City and especially like Canada. You can find them a lot there. So let's see how they function with the bulbs modified. As you can see, they work just fine. Okay, I actually love that alternating pattern. We got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, okay, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then 2, and I mean 1, 1, 2, 2. That's a nice little alternating pattern. But yeah. So that's kind of how you make it now. I'm going to address the obvious issue, and that is this. So at least they work. I'm going to show you how to fit some. Starting, we only need 2 signals to fit. This one and this one. It's not that difficult though. You can take the yellow and red signals, actually. Wrong signal. This is one of them. And we can take the yellow and red signal. And then move it 0.025 studs. And then we can just move it over to here. We can do the same for this traffic light over here. And then this one, it's green and yellow. And right up here. Like this. It takes a bit, but it's not that difficult. So now we've got our 8-inch traffic lights all set up and ready to go. Now, there's something called double traffic signals, and I'm going to show you how to make those. So we're going to take a new traffic light and make a new one with a backlight. I will actually show you how to do this. So, like this, and then we're going to look at direction 1. With the new red, yellow, green. Now, the way to do this is actually very simple. Just duplicate the red light. Now, I may think that this will not work, but it will, and there is proof. Now, if you delete a signal, obviously it won't work, but if you add a signal and it's one of the same ones, it will probably work because it already recognized it, so it's just activating the second bulb. I'm going to check all the areas. There you go. Okay. So now we've created a double red traffic signal. You can do this horizontally, obviously, and then run it. So now all the lights are lit up. Yeah, I know, that's a lot of traffic signals. It turns yellow, but then what happens? It turns solid double red. Yeah. And then this side just turns green. But yeah, so that's kind of what happens. Yeah, that's kind of what actually just happens. And yeah. But anyways, yeah. So it's kind of the normal TTP traffic light tutorial. There's one extra thing though. what if you wanted to mount it on like a different pole than this one? There are obviously lots of poles to choose from the TTP traffic light collection. We're going to be using only one of them. So, let's say you actually just want to make one with a custom pole. Well, I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's say, the traffic lights is newer, so we're going to just put it under the traffic signal collection. I believe this might be from Mexico. I don't know. But anyways, that's how I create it. So, let's say you just want to move all 4 of these RYGs onto a different pole. Well, move it and then raise it up onto the traffic light pole. If the mast is not there, like the pole hanging or mast hanging is not there, that's fine. But that's simply how you put on a different pole. But yeah. So right here, I will actually see if I can publish this name for y'all to see. Save the robots. I'm just gonna post it to my group so y'all can see it. And yes, I don't call groups communities. I'll just set up the server. And now we can go to publish the robots. Right here. And as you can see. And now we're just gonna go to game settings. But anyways, public. So we don't have to see it in Roblox right now. But anyways, let's go into another game. That actually is filled with lots of these traffic signals. Let's set up the server, and then we can view it. So this is my Georgia Hangout game, also known as Georgia State, and there are a lot of TTP traffic lights that I built here since I built the original traffic signals. Including like double red is like accident prone intersection is like hidden, and this is like a New York City style traffic signal. You can obviously say I use the 8-inch traffic light format right here. I'll show you how to make these for traffic signals in a bit,